Hey, less lethal people. So I just want you to see I was doing a little work today, and I have this piece of cellulose board. It's extremely hard and extremely dense, and they use it for outdoors. They usually do framing work around garages with it. I have it. It is exactly a 1/2 inch thick. So it's a 1/2 inch thick PVC cellular board. I had a strip left of it. I want to fool around with it. I want to use the weak and the strong. So I'm going to do the burner CL over here, and I'm going to do the Pastelli over here and see what we get from it. Just fooling around today, just to see for myself where we're at with it. For the burner, I'm going to do the pre-puncture. I'm only shooting 5 shots per magazine purposely, and I'm only using the burner Kinetics. And no, it's just a regular, actually it's pretty cool. It was downstairs in the AC. So we're gonna puncture it. I'm not going to chrono it or anything. I'm just going to blast it. So first one up, let me lock the door. I want to make sure nobody walks in on me over there. All right, so we're going right for the B. I know they're going to bounce back. That's why I'm wearing my glasses. Woo, bounce back them and bounce back. Let me see what that thing bounced off. All right, good. Oh, so it just made a pretty significant dent in there. I'm only going to be shooting 5 shots at it. I'm going to go a little bit higher. Much for my burner Kinetics one. All right, 2. Nothing on the other side. 2. And I'm going to do a 3rd shot. Just 3 will do. Those things will be all over the house. And it came down right here, 3. Nothing on the other side. So I'll show you the damage when we're done with it. Now we're going to do the big boy, the Pistelle, and I'll tell you what, I'll go right above it, see where we're at. And that's the difference. Don't even need to take a 2nd shot. So yes, if you're talking kinetic joules, I will tell you something though. I don't care what anybody out there says. I will put this Pistelle up against almost anything. If you cannot have a firearm and you need something for home defense or personal defense, even if it's big like this, carrying it off the body, this is king right now, kinetically, on the market. I do not care what anybody says. And I'm just going to show you. This is what the burner CL did. And I'm not sure what joules, we didn't chrono it. But this has the 6-inch MCS barrel and my compensator on there. What do I carry for Kinetics? This. I do carry the burner CL filled with chemical rounds. But I know 1 shot from this in the right place, the business is taken care of. I promise you that. So doesn't matter what anybody says, this is king on the block right now. Right out of the box, this is king on the block. So anyway, guys, doesn't even pay to shoot it again. 1st shot. Hope you enjoyed it. Have fun. Stay safe. I gotta go clean up. All right, less lethal people. So after that, I had to do a close up to that amazing comparison we just did. Oh, but here we have a little bit of company. Come on in. The missus just got here. Mrs. East Coast Less Lethal. Ariel, she's home. Everybody. Yeah, she's home now for summer vacation. So her school, where she's a speech therapist, they just let out for the summer. So now we're gonna try to enjoy some good times together. She doesn't have to get up early in the morning anymore, so we'll see what happens.
Have a good summer, everyone.
Yeah, so anyway, let me finish up the video here. So I carry the Pastelli 68 with kinetics only. I don't use any chemical rounds in it, although you've seen I was able in the past to shoot dukes and stuff out of it. Kinetically, I do carry. That's my kinetic carrier. But I also do, and I have been carrying the Burner CL. And I like the Burner CL for only chemicals. I do not carry any kinetics in here. I don't even carry the first shot kinetics in here. I carry only chemicals. And why I like it is because it is the 61 caliber as opposed to the 68. So I don't feel there's a lot of cross-contamination. I like 61 caliber. It's better than 50 for chemicals, and I think it's somewhat a little less invasive to other people when you're using it for chemicals. So yes, I have been carrying this with me. But in conjunction, I do carry either a lethal or I carry a Pistelle 68. And I have been carrying this in that crossbody bag that I did the video on. I have sworn by the Pistelle since day one. A lot of people, when it came out, they they said a lot of negative things. I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, right now, the king on the block is the X.68 as far as power goes, even as far as reliability and decent upgrades. It may not have the upgrades yet that like a TCP or an FSC has. However, more and more things are coming out every day. And as you guys know, I like to say, game changer. The fact that they have different barrels for this, whether you're going to make this a rifle or a carbine style launcher, or just extend it a little. I have a 6-inch Modern Combat Sports barrel on here with just a little cap. And I put our East Coast Less Lethal compensator on here just to finish it up. And for me, this is it. I don't have any fancy red dot on top. I don't have a fancy light on the bottom. I'm just a basic iron sights kind of guy. And when I keep it in my bag, I know 100% that this thing is going to get the job done if I really need to. And honestly, in some aspects, this might even be extreme. This I know, if I want to pepper blast somebody or I want to use it on, maybe a coyote, a dog, a bear, something like that I need to disperse with the chemical round, or a two-legged animal that I need to disperse with the chemical round, this will do it. And let me just have you, I want to show you a couple of things on the board here. So this was the PVC cellulose board. This stuff is really hard. I mean, I've whacked it with the hammer and it didn't even break. So what I wanted to show you was with the burner, I'm going to do it from an angle. They did put decent dents in there. I mean, no, nothing nearly what a Pastelli would do, but they did, it wouldn't tickle. And with the chemical round, that on top of the chemical agent, yes, it's going to sting and it's going to do damage. But what's very impressive about the Pistelle is not only did it break the board in half and send a crack up here, which is hard for the camera to pick up, but there is a crack straight up here. I'm running my finger on it. I don't know if I can, oh, there, I could just get it right here. You could see it. But what's more impressive is, look at what it blew out the back. Now, why I'm showing you this, people out there that are going to be tough guys on the internet and use these things to test on one another. When you test a launcher, if you don't know how powerful it is right away, if you were to test that on somebody, first of all, you're out of your mind. It'll probably be the end of Less Lethal if you do. But the fact that you don't know what the internal damage is, that's what's the scary part. And that could be bone fragment throughout your body, or bone fragment sticking in a brain, or bone fragment sticking in a lung, or a serious vital organ. And that can do serious damage a couple of days later or down the road. So we have to really think when we try these things on people. This is not something I would try on somebody, that's for sure. This is a serious self-defense tool, and I think the proof is right there. We know if you're talking just kinetics, this is the only way to go so far as I'm concerned, for a handheld launcher that easily punctures. You could keep 6 to 8 rounds in here. I use the extended mag sometime today. I didn't have it on here. I was just doing it for, you know, a basic test. You know, I like it. That's my kinetic carry. And yes, this is my chemical carry. So just like firearms, some guys have 22s for one thing and 357s for another thing. Works the same with less lethal. Hope you enjoy, guys.